Hi, my beautiful Taurians. Welcome to your June 2020 general reading. As I said, it is general, so it may not resonate with you. That's okay. They don't always have to resonate with you. If it doesn't, move on. That's fine. Take what you want. But if not, it's just not your story. Time is fluid, of course, so these energies that are coming through in June 2020 for that month, look, you may have experienced them previously, you may be experiencing them now in June, or these may come up for you in the future. It is a general reading, energies can be flipped. Check out the description for more details. And of course, I always say that you have free will, decisions that you make will always be within your power. This is simply general guidance and the energies that are coming through. If it's not for you, move on. The Queen of Swords is your overall energy for the month of June. So Queen of Swords is all about listening to your own mind and power, and it's following more so the mind than the heart. You can actually see in this card it represents the emotions being locked away here. So in the month of June, it's going to be much more about following your intuition or communicating something really clearly with people using your intellect rather than touching base, and connecting with your emotions. So let's get into the reading and actually find out why we have that as our overall energy here. As always for me, I will pre-shuffle. The reason for that is I actually like to take jumpers, or the ones that cut the cards that flip out. And that's because that simply resonates with me deeper. I don't want you guys to be waiting whilst I'm shuffling those cards, but of course we will go through and clarify the reading as well. The first card that comes up for you guys in the month of June is the Four of Swords. So you are taking a pause here, and it's interesting, your reading's actually bookended by fours. And fours are all about foundations and a little bit of a breather, or taking a minute to rest. And the Four of Swords represents that you may be recovering from something in June, mending a broken heart, or just taking that time to really, really deeply recover from something that's really hurt you or taken a toll on you quite significantly. And looking across your reading here, we have quite a few reversed cards. I don't usually focus too much on reversals, but nearly all of your reading, except for the two fours on either end, are reversals here, which is quite interesting, and it shows why potentially you're having to be in that Four of Swords energy to recover. So we next have the Ten of Cups, and it shows me that something hasn't quite worked out as you had imagined in terms of that overall happiness, the goal that you want. The Ten of Cups, as you can see the right way up, it reminds me of, over the rainbow and overjoyed, and you're happy and content, you have everything that you've wished for. And of course, being cups, it's emotional, so that's water, and it's the happy families, whatever that means to you. Everyone is different. It may be marriage and kids, just a great connection, friendships, whatever your pure joy is, the over the rainbow goal that you've been working towards. Unfortunately, in June, it is in reverse, and it actually came up next to the Sun in reverse as well. So what that tells me is when we have Ten of Cups in reverse and the Sun in reverse, it's a bit of a challenging time, and there's some kind of blockage. Reversals are fine. Look, sometimes people think, oh, reversals are all bad news. They're not. It just means that there's a blockage here that's stopping you getting to whatever this energy is. The Sun in reverse just shows me, paired with the Ten of Cups in reverse, is that this is actually here for the taking. The Ten of Cups, it's here for you, but something's overshadowing that at the moment. It's stopping you reaching that full potential. You need to work through, and we'll go through and clarify this, how to break down this wall, your shadow self, whatever that barrier may be that's stopping you, and turn the Sun the right way round, because the potential is all there. You'll see this in the next card. Excuse me. The next two cards are actually the Two of Wands reversed with the Magician reversed. And as I said, that potential is really there. The Two of Wands is about planning and looking beyond where you're at now and hoping for a better future and knowing that there's something bigger and brighter out there for you and really thinking about that. And that bigger and brighter for you is that Ten of Cups that we were just talking about. But you have the Two of Wands with the Magician reversed, which again tells me that there's a blockage here. You're thinking that for whatever reason you can't actually achieve this. Magician is all about manifestation. And you've turned it around into a reversal. So what is it that's blocking you from thinking that you can't have this amazing, beautiful, sunshiny life of the Ten of Cups? Something has got you really stuck in that shadow self. So we'll go ahead and clarify it. But as I said, the only two upright cards were the fours. And it has bookended your reading here. We had the Four of Swords to begin with. And your reading's ending here with the Four of Pentacles, which is interesting. The Four of Pentacles is all about protection and holding on. Again, it's stability, right? So sometimes it's a little bit of stubbornness. You're wanting to really just stay set in your ways. You may be comfortable in what you already have. You're not looking to change. You're just looking for a bit of a pause again. It's similar to that Four of Swords where you're needing to pause and recover. But this Four of Pentacles means that you actually are afraid of losing something. And so you're clinging to what it is that you have rather than looking ahead to the future. So it's interesting that that is paired with all these reversals, which means that there's something blocking your energy from getting those amazing outcomes, which was the Ten of Cups and the Sun card. I mean, the Sun card is the most beautiful, happy card in the whole deck. The Ten of Cups, some would say the same thing, right? They would see that as the most beautiful, energizing, exciting card in the deck. But something here is blocking you and holding you back from that. So I'll go ahead and clarify these energies for you now. Why do we have the Four of Swords for Taurus in June 2020? Please show me. Four of Swords. Taurus, June 2020. Thank you. And we'll clarify the Ten of Cups in reverse. Okay. Thank you. The Sun reversed. Please clarify the Sun reversed. Taurus. June 2020. We'll clarify the Sun reversed. Oh, yeah, okay. Cards going everywhere. Let's have a quick look here at what's come up. You're still in reversal mode, guys. It's so fun. Everything's coming up in reverse. And sometimes that happens. Sometimes it's just a month where we need to take pause, and reflect on things. So we have the Page of Cups paired with the Four of Swords. And the Page of Cups, it's reflecting a little bit on that light there. Sorry about that, guys. The Page of Cups is actually about somebody trying to offer love, but it's not, how should we say, it's not the most sincere. It may be a little juvenile. The pages are quite young. And because this is reversed, I actually think you're mending from an offer of love that wasn't as serious as you thought it could have been or you wanted it to be. So, and actually we're looking at these cards that I'll go through that have clarified the others. I can see where this is going now because we have the Page of Cups reversed, and the Ten of Cups reversed was actually clarified by our King of Wands reversed. Now that makes sense because when the King of Wands is reversed, it's my ultimate player card. Actually, that's not true. The Knight of Wands is much more of a player than the King of Wands, but the King of Wands is really confident, and when he's in reversal mode, he takes that confidence to another level that goes into cockiness, and quite independent, non-committal, having a good time. It is my big BDE, the big dick energy card. And so when that's in reversal, and look, that can be a good thing, right? Some people are really attracted to that confidence and cockiness. But when it's in reversal, it's a non-committal energy. And that's why it's paired with that Page of Cups that was in reverse. So it wasn't a very serious show of emotion or love or commitment. And that's why you're feeling at the moment that this Ten of Cups is blocked for you. And of course it makes sense that we would then have the Ace of Wands reversed. Gosh, all these reversals. The Ace of Wands reversed is paired with the Sun reversed. So of course you are hoping, right, for this amazing connection with the King of Wands. And look, the King of Wands, of course, is a fire sign. So I don't know if you're dealing with a Sagittarius, Aries, or a Leo here that you were hoping to connect with. But you have the Ace of Wands in reversed, which means that you were hoping for an amazing start, something really passionate. And hey, fire signs are very passionate, but it has not gone the way you expected. It may have fizzled out quite quickly, or you could have picked up on that player attitude, I suppose, that the King of Wands had, and that of course really turned you off. So that's why we're not, reaching these blessings of the Sun, the beautiful Sun, or the Ten of Cups, because there's been a connection that's gone off track, and the passion has actually died from it. And okay. And I can feel and hear that, it's the King of Wands here, whoever that is for you. Their actions, it's taken the drive and passion right out of this connection for you. Whatever they did turned you off, completely turned you off. And that's why you can't see the future with this Two of Wands in reversed at the moment. Let's have a look at this Two of Wands. Oh gosh, more reversals, guys. I swear I didn't turn my deck upside down, but it looks as though it's just, this is your energy, and that's okay. The Magician reverse. Let's clarify the Magician reverse for Taurus. Okay. My gosh, more. It's all reversed, guys. The Two of Wands, as I was saying, that you can't see that future. There's something out there, something better, something different. You wanted to plan for a future, but you're just not able to see it at this moment. But the Six of Cups reversed is actually something coming back from the past. So that's interesting. I don't know. Okay. It's something coming in from the past that you need to release. Why are they wanting you to release? Okay, that makes sense. Okay, they're wanting you to release the past, and that makes sense because we actually had the Magician. As I said, the Magician was in reverse, but the Magician has been clarified by the Two of Swords in reverse. And when the Two of Swords is an upright, it's all about blocking energy, which is what this reading is all about, right? That's what we're seeing here with the reversals, a lot of blocked energy. But actually, the Two of Swords is in reverse, which means it's asking you to let that go, something go. And the Six of Cups being in reversed is referring to past energy. So something's trying to come back in from the past, and that's what's actually blocking you here. And okay, yeah, it's not letting you manifest and reach those potentials of the Ten of Cups and the Sun. So I actually am thinking, is it the one from the past? Okay, that's really interesting. I think this King of Wands and the Ace of Swords, that's definitely happened in your past, and you are holding on to what happened back then. So somebody has done you dirty in the past. Somebody offered you something that you really wanted, and it turned out to not be as serious as you thought it would be because they were messing around or playing around. The passion went completely out of that. And that's what's actually holding you in this energy, this blocked energy. And you're thinking back to the past of whoever that was who did you wrong, that King of Wands. And that's what's keeping you stuck. And for you can't, I feel as though you know there's better out there for you, this Two of Wands. You want that with the Magician reversed. And the only way you're going to reach that full potential of that Ten of Cups and the Sun, which is there for you guys, it's always there, is to release this blockage that you have with the past. It's time to let it go, guys. I'm going to clarify the Four of Pentacles makes so much sense, right? You're holding on to that. You're holding on to the past hurt. Show me the Four of Pentacles for Taurus, June 2020, please. Oh, okay, yes, okay. Oh, you guys are all upside down this week. That's really interesting. You are still holding on to that past, guys. The Four of Pentacles was clarified by the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups is in reverse. Of course it is. And what that means actually is thinking about the past, or even going back to the past. So I think in June, whilst you may be taking some time to mend a broken heart, you are very much stuck in the energy of this King of Wands, your fire sign in your life. I mean, it doesn't have to be a fire sign, of course. I just say the signs when they stand out to me. But it could be a fire sign, a Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo that you've dealt with in the past. For whatever reason, they have, it's not been the kind of committed connection that you were hoping for. The passion was lost, and it's now blocking you from this Ten of Cups and from the Sun, the beautiful future that you have inside you, because you can't release that past, and you're still holding on to it. You can see here this Four of Pentacles, she's clutching so tightly to that, and this represents going back to the past. But the energy that I'm seeing here and hearing here is that you actually have to release the past. So sure, you may have to revisit it to release it, but I don't see here in this reading that you're going to revisit it in order to achieve that Ten of Cups. So what I mean by that is you're not going back to whoever this person is that's done you wrong or caused you some heartache to mend things with them and move forward with them. I feel here, if you're holding on to the past, you either need to let that blockage go. That's what this Two of Swords in reverse is all about, let it go. Or if you are going to walk back, as you can see here with this guy, you're going to walk back into the past. You need to do that for healing purposes, for your own healing, not for reuniting. It's definitely more so for your own healing. And remember, the overall energy here was the Queen of Swords. So that's coming into your own power and becoming really clear with what you want and what's going to be best for you. So the overall energy here is certainly about your own intellect, your own leveling up. And she's quite an independent, strong woman, this Queen of Swords. So I do think in June, you've got a little bit of healing to do in regards to moving through whatever those blockages are. Don't let people in the past affect how you view the possibilities for you in the future. That would be my advice for you. But it takes time, I completely get it, to go through that process. So you need to follow your heart and trust your own intuition, and you'll understand when is the right time to let go of that blockage. Thank you guys so much. I wish you love and light as always, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.